China's silent cyber war. What you need to know today. We are diving into a topic that sounds like something straight out of a spy movie, but it's very real and happening right now. China's preparations for cyber warfare. When you hear cyber war, you might think of Hollywood explosions, but the reality is far more subtle, insidious, and potentially devastating. It's a silent battle for information, technology, and global influence, fought in the shadows of the internet. And China is a major player. The PLASS Digital Army. Who are they? How is China doing this? It starts with their military. The People's Liberation Army, or PLA, has a specialized branch called the Strategic Support Force, or PLASSF. Think of them as the nerve center for all things cyber, intelligence, and electronic warfare within the Chinese military. Their job? To gain an advantage in any potential conflict by dominating the digital battlefield. But it's not just uniformed soldiers. China also relies heavily on state-sponsored hacking groups. You might have heard names like APT-40, APT-41, or Volt Typhoon. These groups often operate through seemingly legitimate private companies, blurring the lines of direct government involvement. This makes attribution difficult, providing a layer of deniability. And where do they get their talent? China actively cultivates it. They hold hacking competitions once international, now mostly domestic, and they have a law requiring all newly discovered software vulnerabilities to be reported to the government. That's a direct pipeline for potential exploits. Espionage and theft, the silent plunder. One of the primary goals of China's cyber activities isn't necessarily immediate destruction, but something far more strategic: espionage and intellectual property theft. Why? Two main reasons. Economic and technological advantage. By stealing blueprints, trade secrets, and sensitive data from foreign companies and governments, China can skip years of research and development. This helps them bring new products to market faster and cheaper, giving them a significant competitive edge globally. Military superiority. Beyond economics, they're gathering intelligence on rival military strategies, defense plans, and cutting-edge weapons technology. This helps them strengthen their own military capabilities and understand their adversaries better. A prime example is the group, Volt Typhoon. They've been caught quietly infiltrating critical infrastructure networks in the West for years, things like energy grids, water utilities, and transportation systems. They use what's called living off the land tactics, meaning they use legitimate network tools to blend in and remain undetected. Their goal? To pre-position themselves to cause disruption or even take down these systems during a crisis. It's chilling when you think about it. The doctrine of information warfare. China's approach to cyber isn't just about hacking. It's deeply rooted in their military doctrine. They call it information warfare. This isn't just about direct cyber attacks. It includes psychological operations, disinformation campaigns, and anything that can control or manipulate information in a conflict. They view it as crucial to paralyzing an adversary's decision-making in the early stages of a war. It's also part of their asymmetric warfare strategy. If a country can't match a superior conventional military force head-on, cyber warfare offers a way to level the playing field, disrupting an opponent's ability to fight before the first shot is even fired. And finally, there's the concept of cyber sovereignty. China believes each nation should have strict control over its own internet and data. While it sounds benign, in practice, it fuels their efforts to control information flow and justify their extensive surveillance and hacking activities. What does this mean for us? What does all this mean for you, for businesses, for governments around the world? It means constant vigilance. Cybersecurity firms and government agencies worldwide are constantly tracking and reporting on these activities. We see frequent reports of state-sponsored attacks, indictments of Chinese nationals for hacking campaigns, and detailed analyses of how these groups operate. It means that the lines between peace and conflict are increasingly blurred in the digital realm. A cyber war might not involve bombs, but it can cripple infrastructure, steal national secrets, and undermine trust on a global scale. Understanding these preparations isn't about fear-mongering, it's about being informed and prepared. Cybersecurity isn't just for governments or large corporations anymore. It's a global imperative.